Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Let rain fall, let rain
And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter along with Keith Fustel. A little rainy here on a Saturday afternoon. We'll get you ready for today's races. Nice carryover in our Rainbow Pick 6. But first, let's recap yesterday real quick. We had two legs of the big popular national wager, the Stronach 5. And there's the payout from yesterday. Two winning tickets for almost $52,000, and rather other than the long shot winner in the last leg, Gulfstream Park Race 10, where you had Marcelino win and pay $169. All the other ones were pretty formful. In fact, you had a $4.60 winner here at Laurel Park in Leg C with Midnight Cry. The first leg here at Laurel, you had Great Adventurer. That horse paid $5. Right. And then the other two Gulfstream winners, an $11 winner and an $8 winner. So Marcelino, big price in the last leg, gives two winning tickets, almost $52,000.
The trend continues. Last race blues for the bettors, right? Yep. Hint, maybe play the all button.
In
that last leg.
Yeah.
That's been the one that's been tough, paying the big payouts. And, $51,000. What, two tickets?
Two winning tickets for almost $52,000.
Yeah.
So Marcelino, the horse was, 80 to 1.
80 to 1, right to the front. Went right to the front. Yeah, and I think a 6 to 5 was valiantly chasing through the stretch, just couldn't get up.
All right, so maybe hit the all button, playing the Stronach 5. So that was yesterday. Let's show you what's going on today. We have a nice carryover in our 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. That starts in race 4 today. And there's the carryover, $12,760. I have a ticket, a $38 ticket. I have a single, my best bet of the day in race 4, the first leg of today's Rainbow Pick 6. We'll get to that. So some nice action here on a Saturday afternoon. Let's show you a picture of the main track. As it is raining right now, rain in the forecast throughout the afternoon, and we have a sloppy and sealed track right now, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. Right?
It's been a while since we
had
a little rain.
A little sloppy sealed track we're going to have to deal with, and we'll see if any slight bias can rears its ugly head. I don't foresee anything. This track's been playing pretty fair for the most part, but it doesn't look like we're going to escape the rain, unfortunately. It looks like it's kind of here to stay throughout the day, maybe even seeping into tomorrow, but we'll deal with it. And yesterday was pretty chalky card all the way through.
Sure.
A little tougher sledding today when breaking it all down. I really didn't have any horses I could just stone cold single along the way. Maybe one, but a little tougher card to get through. I think we're gonna have a little bit better payouts throughout.
All right, see if we get some prices. Let's go with race 1 here. Race 1 starts the rolling super high 5, and there's the carryover in race 1. Couple bucks shy of $900 for the rolling super high 5. Race 1, that's a low 15% takeout every race with 7 or more horses, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, race 1 kicks off your early pick 5, both your pick 5s here at Laurel Park, just like that Stronach 5 has an industry low 12% takeout. Also, it's a mandatory payout on this early pick 5 starting here in race 1. Race 1, we're going 6 furlongs, maiden claiming $25,000 for 3-year-olds and upward, and I go with the 4 on top. No hitter for trainer Anthony Aguirre. First start in the Aguirre barn. He gets Jorge Riaz to ride this 3-year-old colt by the Lumber Guy. A good second last out against New York bred maiden 25 up there at Aqueduct. That was back in November, mid-November. Anthony finds a good spot for this horse today. Not the toughest group. 9-5 morning line. I'm on the favorite here in the opener, the 4 no-hitter.
Yeah, out of a key race, that third-place finish on Sully came back to win by 8, running a Beyer of 68, which would pretty much probably obliterate this field. So no-hitter, bought at the sale. A week or two ago, the Timonium sale, 3 Diamonds sent a lot of horses through that sale. 3 Diamonds Farm, and No Hitter was one of them, and was sold for a purchase price for $23,000. So right back, the right kind of spot to come into. There is some speed to target. We'll see if No Hitter can run down the speed. I go to the inside with Passion Night. They raised this horse off of improved effort 2 races back. I think Passion Night's okay shortening up. Kukulkan, the 6-horse, looks like the speed of the speed. Passion Night shortening up in distance, I think, can kind of ease back off of it a little bit. I don't think he necessarily needs lead. I think he can go ahead and stalk and make a move into it and come back to that 2-back race. But kind of wide open. What do you do with the 5, Keneal Bay? Never been on the main track. 7 tries on the grass with 3 seconds and 2/3. Freshening, this horse has run well fresh. If you go to the breeding, though, a half to a 4-time winner and a 3-time winner on the main track.
And you get Sheldon Russell aboard for Alex White. The horse, 3 solid efforts this year, only 3 starts this year as a 5-year-old maiden, so a little red flag there. But 3 positive efforts this year, all on the turf. And you're right, he's making his main track debut here. And it's not the toughest group, so if he runs well, he should be fit at least. Coming from the Alex White barn, you would expect him to be fit coming off the layoff here today.
You just wonder why they didn't try him on the dirt sooner. The mare, Princess Cecilia, was 5 for 8 spreading on the dirt. Won a couple of those West Virginia bred stakes at Charlestown. But the road's going to go through Kukulkan. I think he's fresh with Al. You know what Al's going to be doing. He's going to be sending, and you're just going to play catch me if you can.
Cortez won a race here last week. And all right, so we like the same 4 horses, just in a little different order there in race 1 to kick off that early pick 5. You like the early pick 4 today. That starts in race 2, a nice first level allowance condition for 2-year-olds going a flat mile. Let's check out your early pick 4 ticket, see how you played it.
Yeah, a $16 ticket. We called a real chalky one yesterday. See if this one can pay a little bit more. We go 1, 2, 6, 7 and get you started. And race number 2, my price user there, the 6 offer he can't refuse for Trombetta. Third race with the 1 and the 9. Entry looks tough for Salzman. Long shot user to the outside is the 9, Call Me Jelly Roll. Fourth race, we're going to single. Divine Intervention, boy, falls into a good spot into this starter, this little starter handicap. And fifth race, a little bit more of a spread. 1, 4, 8, 10. Sluicer, kind of gets what she wants. She's won, 4 races and basically gets a 3 in life group for the most part. Speed to the inside could be dangerous. Schoenthal off a drop. We've got a stat on him. 2 long shots in there would be the 8 Lazarea and Ginger-esque for Jerry Robb. $16.
I like your single you have there in race 4, the 2 Divine Interventio. I single on that horse as well to kick off my Rainbow Pick 6. 5-year-old by Malibu Moon. Just won a 2 other than allowance race here at Laurel Park for Lacey Gaudette. So the 2 Divine Interventio in a good spot in race 4. But let's check out the first leg of this early pick 4. And we like the same 4 horses in this race as well. 2-year-old, A other than, optional claiming 50,000, going a mile. I have the 7 on top here on the outside, Amino. We have a video spotlight to show you. Here's Amino's race from November 18th at Laurel Park, coming off the layoff against Maiden Special Weight, going 2 turns this day. He was 12-1.
Off of a little bit of a freshening, transferring from the synthetic at Presque Isle to the dirt at Laurel, getting a little extra ground. Just sat inside till about the 5/16 and was put to a strong drive from there. But you got to like the way this horse just keeps charging every step of the way. A determined run to get up over Mind the Gap, who was a heavy favorite. Time was good, all things considered, to an older filly mare allowance race, going along the same distance. So Amino really appreciated the move to the main track, and is going to be formidable day. 8-5, I think will be a solid favorite in race number 2. I go to the 6. Offer he can't refuse. Now this is interesting. Horse in for 50,000 was put up, I know, via DQ on November 29th. Pimentel stays on this horse, this 2-year-old by El Padrino, but he got in some trouble. I mean, he was forced in, gave up a couple lengths at the break, had a steady upper stretch waiting for room. I really liked the final eighth of a mile. The determination this horse showed just kept going and going and going and kept on well through the gallop out. Up to 50 off the maiden 40 try. This horse offers value here and is making strides in its form. And I think this horse is just getting better and better.
I use them. Trombetta and Pimentel, they've been strong all fall here at Laurel Park by El Padrino, who died too early. He was a nice stallion up there in Pennsylvania. So I used the 6 in my top 3. We both like the 2 as well. Aspect for trainer Tim Ritchie.
Yeah.
This horse, a couple good efforts before the break. That was last August. 2 good efforts, a nice debut win, and then a good third against Stakes Company up there at Delaware late August. Then had to have some time off, came back in a tough PA bred stake race up there at Parks December 1st and had all kind of trouble up there, but still a good fourth with a respectable 73 buyer. So Angel Suarez on this astrology colt today for Tim Ritchie. I think the 2 Aspect looks like a nice horse.
Stretching out of 7 furlongs, now up to a mile. Look at the breeding. It should be within reach when you break it all down. I like the trouble comment, guys. Give you extra information up there. Lackroom Rough Trip. Call Paul, a grade 2 stakes winner up at Saratoga. Aspect stretching out. Looks like he'll be fairly close to the lead. I think Mount Travers from the inside. The blinkers come off, but to me, he looks like a horse that wants to be into it early. And with Speightstown on the top, you see what that racetrack is out there today.
Sure.
You've got to consider all Speightstowns on this off track this afternoon.
Yeah, the 1 Mount Travers first start in the Linda Rice barn. She's 27% with new horses in her barn. You have to respect that horse, and I like the 6 as well. So we like the same 4 horses there. Nice 2-year-old allowance race going a mile there in race 2 to kick off that early pick 4. Let's check out the 3rd race. We're going 6 furlongs here in race 3, claiming 20,000 for 2-year-old fillies, and I go with the 1A on top. You like the 1A as well, Katarina 1. We have a video spotlight. Here's the race, her last race, coming off a layoff, November 17th against maiden 16,000. She clobbered them this day to break her maiden.
Improved speed, improved stamina. She's in a battle, maybe getting the worst of it when you really break it all down. Weekends for work, making her work. But watch Katarina 1 here. Just kind of asserts herself by the time they leave to 3/16 and just quickly, eagerly opens up under the left stick there, now to the right stick. It's past the 8th pole, going away to win by 5 3/4, a lifetime best number. A big jump in the buyers up to a 45. That kind of figure is going to work today. Something clicked there that afternoon. A good draw to the outside. Some speed to force the issue, though. May get softened a little bit. Katarina 1, I think, is clearly the one to beat. If you want to go for a little price, go to the 9. Call me Jelly Roll. I saw a funny stat here about O'Dwyer. His horse is on an off track. It's kind of odd, but it hits with an ROI of over $5 over the last few years. Off track runners 4 for 18. This is a horse they claim got it for 25, maybe thought they stole one there for 25 off of a good debut with trouble, sustained run, and then just over its head. I like the freshening coming back, some strong works leading in. You've got Brittany Scampton coming in light, a 10-pound bug rider. Call me Jolly Roll. I might circle and swoop and get the job done, especially if there's a battle up front.
109, the weight assignment. She might just sprout wings around the far turn and keep on going with the 10-pound apprentice. A 7. I have the 7 in my exacta. Hail the Queen. First off the claim for trainer Cal Lynch. Trevor McCarthy rides his 2-year-old filly by Trap Shot. A nice maiden score at Ellis Park last August and had a couple months off. Didn't run too well here at this level back in mid-October. It's been freshened up since then. Some decent works here at Laurel, and you get the leading rider, Trevor McCarthy. So that gets your attention, I think, on the 7, Hail the Queen.
Yeah, but I'm going to throw in the 4, Try Poker, another one. Looks like she's kind of found her level, shortening up a little bit. Maybe 6 is just a little too short. Well, she can kind of she had a good setup, was determined last time out. She's going to need some help up on the front end. So, yeah, 9-1-8. 9's my price user, but they've got to beat Katarina 1. That's the horse. Visually looked awfully strong last time out.
All right, let's get a quick commercial break. Nice carryover today in the Rainbow Pick 6. It's about 300 shy of 13,000. That starts in race 4. We'll take a look right after this.
When it comes to getting back in the game, there's only one team to turn to. The team more high school, collegiate, and professional athletes train and recover with. That team is MedStar Sports Medicine. For more than 30 years, MedStar has served as a leader in the diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Ranked among the top programs in the Maryland and Washington regions, we offer rapid access to athletes of all levels. Let the pros who treat the pros treat you. MedStar Sports Medicine.
All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. It starts in race 4. There's the carryover, $12,760 for today's Pick 6 carryover. I have a ticket. Everybody should have a ticket. Get some friends, pull some money together, play a $100 ticket or so. Here's my ticket, just to use as a guide, build on it from there. But I'll go with a single in the first leg here, race 4, a starter handicap going a mile. I single on the 7-5 favorite in there, the 2 Divine Interventio for trainer Lacey Gaudette. So I single on that runner. A very affordable $38.40 ticket. Race 5, I go with the 1-4-12 in there. Race 6, I go 4 deep in there, the 1-3-8-9. Then race 7, I go with the 2 and the 8. Big late scratch in race 7, the 3 Top Prospect, who was the 8-5 favorite in race 7. That horse is scratched, so I just go 2-8 there in race 7. Race 8, I used the 3 and the 6. Then race 9, that's a wide open 16,000. 2 life for Philly and Mares going 5.5. I go 4 deep there with the 2-4-5-6. My price play of the day is in race 9, the 4 Superstar Diva at 5-1 with Julian Pimentel aboard. So there's my ticket, $38.40 ticket. Let's take a look here at race 4. This is the first of a series of races, I believe a 3 or 4 race series, a starter handicap. We've seen the 2 sprint races for the boys and the girls. Now we're going to see the 2 route races for this starter handicap. Bigger purse, trainer bonus, lots of excitement here for these starter handicaps. It's essentially a $16,000 starter handicap going a mile. This race also kicks off the middle pick 4 here in race 4. So we have a video spotlight on the 7. Let's start there. Lion Lord. Here's the race from November 17th for Lion Lord. A nice win going a mile right here at Laurel Park.
Yeah, first time stretching out, going the 1-turn mile. Maybe a little softer group this day, but look at the confident ride. Lynch just cruising up to the leaders. Really doesn't get set down till about mid-stretch. The horse responds straight as a string, rolls on by to go clear by a length and a quarter. Is Lion Lord going to beat Divine Interventio today? He's going to have to step it up another couple lengths to do that. This is your value horse, I believe, underneath in the exotics. I think he'll handle the off-track. I just like the way he's improving. Ten Hut, we know what he is. He's a trier. He tries every step of the way. But Divine Interventio going back out to a mile, Joy Drive is the speed of the speed. But Divine Intervention, I don't think he's going to let that horse get too far away by the time they turn for home. Might get a little help from City Gold, who pretty much knows only one thing, and that's go to the front. So City Gold will have to force the issue. But Divine Intervention looks awfully tough for Lacey Gaudette. I mean, coming off of a win, a determined run. I never thought he was going to get up on the 22nd at 7 furlongs, but got up in a 2 other than and catches this group here today.
Yeah, Monster, I think a little class relief today after winning that big 2 other than allowance race. Finds a nice cozy starter handicap here today for Gaudette and Rosado. They're 28% together, Gaudette and Rosado, and this horse 4 for 4 in the money at Laurel Park with a couple wins. 3 starts on the off-go in 3 seconds, so he's knocking on the door for a big win in the off-go, and he was second in the slop, going 5.5 in the punchline back in September. That was the first race off the claim for Gaudette, so the 2 Divine Interventio going to be awfully tough here. I like the 7, the video horse we showed, Lion Lord, but I go with the old reliable, the 6-10 Hut, the 5-year-old for Phil Schoenthal. Is a 7-time winner here at Laurel Park, and he ran okay against 2 other than Allowance Company first off the claim last out. He gets an easier spot today. He's a 2-time winner in the off-going, 5 for 6 overall on an off track. So I think the 6'10" Hut is going to be awfully tough in this spot.
Yeah, it just couldn't really make any impact against a solid group. Bronze Sandman's become a key horse
Yep.
for Gary Capuano, War of the Roses. He's been around forever. Joy Drive, I guess, is the real horse. The question mark. Is he going to be able to kind of run another one like he did first off the claim? Engelhardt dangled that horse in for 16. Dove Houghton reached in, grabbed him, and boy, was this horse tenacious the last eighth of a mile at a price of close to 10-1. Now stretching back out, he's got the one-turn mile experience. You see it back in April at Aqueduct with a buyer of 83. He holds form again. I don't think he's going to get a ton of pressure. I mean, City Gold's going to force it, but man, if he's clear by like 2 or 3 turning for home, he could be gone. So yeah, I need this horse, my top selection, to keep him in his sights.
The 2 Divine Interventio. All right, so we both single on the 2 Divine Interventio here in race 4. Let's turn the page. Race 5 kicks off the late pick 5. No carryover, but as always, we have that industry low 12% takeout in the both pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Late pick 5 starts here in the 5th race. We're going 5.5, claiming 5,000 for 3-year-old fillies or older filly mares. Never won 3. Is the condition. The 1 Sluicer, my top pick. Well, we have a stat real quick to show you. You have the 4 Glorious Gal on top. We have a stat for trainer Phil Schoenthal and the 4 Glorious Gal.
We caught a winner, I believe, off of this similar stat, or maybe the same stat a while back with Phased in Nation for Schoenthal. And he past 3 years, 7 for 16, that's 44%, and 10 for 16 of the money. Dirt runners going from allowance to claiming. ROI of $4. This horse fits the bill, so sometimes you get a little bit worried, a little leery, a little dubious of runners like this, but Phil has succeeded as a price. The Glorious Gal's not going to be a big price here this afternoon. She's going to need to break a little sharper than what she has. You see the last 2 comments: stepped slow, broke slow. Once at Laurel, once at Charlestown. Sluicer's awfully quick, and she likes an off track. She's going to go from the inside. She is the one to catch. But Glorious Gal, when she comes away cleanly, she's shown the ability to rate and move into that pace. Class drop, I think, is going to get it done. 4-1 maybe around the racetrack, maybe a possible lineup. If you're looking for a price, it's going to be the 10 Ginger-esque or the 8 La Zorea with Trevor McCarthy.
All right, so we both have a 1-4, 4-1 on top. You like the 10. I have the 12. Given a chance. How about giving a chance at a decent 8-1 price here? Third off the claim for your leading trainer, Claudio Gonzalez. He won 2 yesterday. Just another day at the office. This horse is live, I think, here for a top barn.
Sure. I just want to see a little bit more finish. Maybe the 5.5 is better. Than 6 for this horse. 0 for 7, but last time I did have aim, just really didn't follow through strongly, and I think that was on a fast track. Couldn't beat Sluicer. Sluicer to me might be even a little bit better on a wet surface.
Yep. All right, so nice beat nickel there in race 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 kicks off the late pick 4 here in race 6. We're going 6 furlongs, maiden claiming 16,000 for 2-year-old fillies, and I kind of think this race is wide open. I went 4 deep on my ticket in this race. I like the 1, 3, 8, 9. I'll take a shot here with the 3, but he's a beast. The first time started by Union Rags for trainer Mike Trombetta. J.D. Acosta on this filly. She's been working okay up there at Fair Hill. A bullet 5 furlong workout on the Tapeta November 21st up there. She gets Lasix in debut. Trombetta, a very respectable 15% with his first-time starters and a positive ROI. Now, I know there are some concerns and some red flags here. She's by Union Rags, who's a $60,000 stud fee, and now she's showing up here in her debut assignment for maiden 16,000. So maybe there's something amiss with her confirmation or something, but at this level, she can overcome whatever flaws she has and get the money, I think.
And they're going the attack mode here, no doubt. Union Rags now got a sloppy sealed surface today. The mare was 0 for 5 on an off track, so maybe that makes her a little bit more vulnerable. I think she's going to have to take money when you look at the field she's facing and the form some of these horses have. I go to the 4 Sharp. I thought this horse ran pretty well in debut. I know 5th beaten 11 lengths, but got in a little bit of trouble leaving the 3/8 hole. 3/8 pole, had to rate behind horses, gave up a couple lengths, but boy, kept trying to the wire. Full sister broke her maiden second time out. Up on the front end. That was down at Gulfstream. When was that? In March of 2018. Sharp puts the blinkers on. I think breaking it all down, looking at this field, I think if she comes away cleanly, I think she can be into the race early with Weston Hamilton and get it done at a price. Winning family here, multiple winners. I like Sharp at that 10-1 morning line.
Well, some good pedigree notes there, and Weston Hamilton stays aboard. Judy DiNatale, she does a nice job over there at Pimlico, so hopefully you get a decent price there on the 4 Sharp. We both like the 8 on the outside here. Two-Way Road is one of your favorites in this race, 5-2 for trainer Kent Sweezy. A good third 2-back in the slop, and Parks going 7 furlongs against Maiden 40,000 Company. No good last out up there at Penn against Maiden Special Weight. Nice little drop here to the 16,000. Quality Road filly has shown she can run on and off track. She ought to be tough here.
Yeah, you're going to have a shorter price on her, and certainly drops down, kind of a give-up mode for her. But she should be right to the front of the horses that have run here. She looks like the speed of the speed. I'm just hoping the blinkers on can help out my 4-horse Sharp for her second start. I use the 9 as well, Artful Splatter. Another one, giving up 40,000 right down to 16 out of a mare who's produced some nice horses, Renaissance Rosie, Taco Supreme, some real runners. Interesting. This horse was pretty green around the turn, was high-headed. You go back and listen to the call of Dave Robin, but cut the corner, finally got it going the last 3/16 of a mile, figured it out. Maybe they can steal it. Dirty left the line there, only a 19 buyer in debut, a drop down, draws outside, keep the mud out of her face. Maybe Artful Splatter, another user as well here for Rodney Jenkins.
And I'll take it. I use both the 8 and the 9 on my pick 6 ticket. So wide open maiden 16,000 for 2-year-old fillies there in race 6. Let's turn the page here. Race 7, a big field here in race 7. We're going a mile and a 16th, claiming 5,000, 3 and up. Haven't won 2 races in 6 months. Never won 5 is the condition. Big scratch here with the 3 Top Prospect. Your 8-5 morning line favored. The 3 Top Prospect, the 10-year-old, is out. So we both end up on the 2 Pleiadian here for trainer Kieran McGee. An 8-year-old's a 2-time winner at Laurel Park. 6-time winner in the off-going. Weston Hamilton will ride probably right to the front here for the 8-year-old Pleiadian. My top pick. It's going to get can cut the corner going into that first clubhouse turn, breaking from the inside.
Yeah, really, I mean, that was a heartbreaking loss last time. This horse fought every step of the way. Pleiadian gets a little help too. The 6 is out as well, right? Hosway isn't the 6 scratch?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I thought that horse might have been a pest up on the front end, but with a scratch of the 6, Hosway, I think Pleiadian, it's his race to lose on the front end. He can handle it off track. I think actually might even move him up a little bit right now in this point of his career. So Pleiadian to me looks like the horse. He's going to have to deal with Rumbling Kyle. I don't think is going to let him get too far away. And definitely tonight, wide last time, 9 posts now comes in on this shorter field. Definitely tonight, if there's going to be like a little upsetter, proven over a sloppy sealed surface, and might have the best sustainable late run in this group with Trevor trying to carry him home.
We both like the 4 as well. Rumbling Kyle, you have in your exact 0 for 11 in the off-going for the 6-year-old Rumbling Kyle, so that's not good. He's in good form for Gary Capuano, but that 0 for he has been in the money 5 times, so that's not too bad. He should show up against this group.
Yeah, he definitely fits in this group, but the one to beat now is going to be Pleiadian.
All right, Pleiadian loves the off-going. He's going to get it today here in race 7. Let's turn the page. Race 8 kicks off the late daily double, going 7 furlongs, claiming 5,000 3-year-olds and up. Haven't won 8 races in 6 months, never won 4 is the condition. And I end up on the 6 Chief Tarhi for my man Jose Corrales with the 10-pound apprentice Felix Pinero. He won his first race here at Laurel Park last weekend, couple weekends ago on this horse. It was back on December 2nd, almost a couple weeks ago at 27-1. They went right to the front on an off-track against Nickel 3 Life Level that day and held on by a neck. 66 buyer, pretty good, this horse. So that was on a good track. Gets a sloppy track today. I say go right to the front at 114 here with the Bug Boy Felix Pinero in the 6 Chief Tarhi.
He got away with it on the front end last time.
Slow
25 and 1, 49 and 4. Brahms Rom came up to him, just wouldn't go by. I go for an improving type, the old Clem Florio angle. We've got an 8th polar here in the 1 because he's Western. You see the steady improvement at the stretch call, okay? I think this horse last time out battled against a little bit better through tougher internal fractions. questionable field at best in here. I want to see an aggressive ride by this bug rider, Adrian Flores, from the rail. I think Causey's Western holds value, and he'll be towards the front a long way here in race number 8.
All right, we'll get a decent price. I pick them in my top 4. I only use the 3 and the 6 on my pick 6 ticket, but yeah, you'll get a decent price there on the one Causey's Western. I was going to have to overcome the dreaded one hole going 7 furlongs. He is 1 for 1 going 7 furlongs. We both like the 3. Plenty elusive for trainer Jamie Ness. Angel Suarez will ride. Now, this horse 0 for 4 in the off going. I don't like that, and he didn't run, and he ran awful last out in the slop. But he gets he takes a big drop to the beat nickel today. Maybe at this level he'll like the off going, but he doesn't catch the easiest spot here.
This is the type of horse, to me, I know I've got him in the mix second. I mean, I should have just taken him on time. To me, it looks like a horse is going to be first or out of it. They protected this horse off of a layoff, didn't fire at all. Granted, that was up at Parks, so you own his back numbers he can run. He's capable of running mid-70s.
Right.
That would bury, this field right now. So
well, he's going to be the favorite here.
I would think.
Well,
with regards to the barn and everything like that, and the drop.
Out.
Yeah, and Colonel Andy being out. I don't want to get beat by this horse. I do think the one holds value in Turbin. What do you do against Turbin? Rebecca Labar is going to give it another shot on this horse. It's a little tricky to ride, so you toss the one race. He's going to make a run into it, you would think.
Yep.
He's another one. He's proven, well proven, over and off track. It's the 4 Turbin.
All right. So the 6 Chief Tarhi for me, the 1 Causey's Western there for Keith. And race 8, let's turn the page here. Race 9, we're going 5.5 furlongs here in the 9th race, claiming 16,000 filly mares, 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. My price play of the day. You like this filly as well. The 4 Superstar Diva for trainer William H. Wolfendale. The 3rd Julian Pimentel rides this filly by Data Link. She's her last couple been very good, going a mile at this level. She showed early speed in both those races. Got a little tired, 3rd 2 back, 2nd last out. I love the cut back to 5.5 furlongs today. She was 2nd on the off track last out, so hopefully with her, hopefully she likes the slop today with Julian Pimentel aboard. She won't be going to the front today.
No.
Maybe sit a nice stalking trip here with Pimentel.
Yeah, I can see her at least 4 or 5 out of it, Stan, around the turn. She is not as quick as the 5 Street Passion, who might be the fastest of all of them. In that opening 3/8 of a mile. Angelina Starr won't let her get too far away. But I like Superstar Diva. I like the rider, Pimentel, to go ahead and settle and rate back. He can get a horse to relax and finish. She's got to win at this distance, albeit over a synthetic surface at Arlington Park. But you go back to October. That was her first try with this race. A decent middle move against Better. She looks like she's improved since that race. I think she can sit 4 or 5 out of it and make a steady progression. Because I think this and go by. I think this speed is going to hook up by the time they turn for home. Street Passion, Angelina Starr, Simonella. Not a whole lot separating those guys. So look for the 4 and the 2. They're going to be the benefactors of this pace in the nightcap.
Unfortunately, we're not going to get 5-1 on Superstar Diva because the 5-2 favored in race 9 scratch. The 1 Nightmare is out. So maybe we'll get 7-2, 3-1 maybe.
I mean, you could still get somewhere close. They may just all come in on the 6 or the 5. You don't know. Will they'll attract a ton of attention? We'll see. But you got to get 7-2 on her. I would think. Yeah.
All right, so we're both on the 4 Superstar Diva there in race 9. Nice carryover today in our 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. It starts in race 4. I have a ticket. You can study my ticket some more on the laurelpark.com website. Underneath the handicapping section, there was the carryover, $12,760 today for that Rainbow Pick 6. That starts in race 4. Sloppy conditions this afternoon, so look for some mutters. Dave Rodman, he's coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.